Yo, what is up, guys? JetXC here, and I've got a video to talk about Snowbreak Containment Zone. Now, I have been on and off with this game. I didn't start it. Let me try and remember. I did not start this game on launch. I started this game, I believe, on the Haru patch, which was, I think, about 6 months ago. I'd seen the game beforehand, but I wasn't really interested because it just seemed very dry. I thought the UI for the game and the in-game, just in-game animations and quality weren't that good. But I recognized that it was definitely reminding me of like looter shooters, similar to like Warframe, Destiny 2. Even though I've never played Destiny 2, it's similar to looter shooters, and I always enjoy looter shooters. I played Warframe when it first came out. I haven't played it in over 10 years, but I know people still love that game. And that's what this game reminded me of. And I always tend to like looter shooters because it was challenging. You get to do a bunch of tower defenses, and the longer you survive, the more rewards you get. It was just very fun to me, right? So, how I got into Snowbreak and my thoughts. So, like I said earlier, this started with the Fogbound Dream update with Haru, and I'm gonna be honest, right? If for those that have seen my channel, I play Nikke, I play Brownness 2. Maybe I'll go over some gacha games that I've tried. But I saw Haru and I was like, oh damn, she's hot, right? And it was different because I was just like, wait a minute, I thought this game was like pretty tame when it came to female characters. Even though they have like a dorm system, it's only female characters. I'm like, I thought this game was pretty tame. And I was kind of at a dry moment where I wasn't playing many things. So I decided, you know what, before this patch comes out with Haru, let me give this a try. Actually, you know what? No, that's not how it went. Sorry, I'm just now remembering. I just missed the Haru patch because I didn't have enough pulse to get her. So what happened was, midway through the Haru patch, I decided to like force myself to play through the story. And while it was a little rough, in my opinion, to get through, I've heard good things about the story, but I was kind of in a hurry to get Haru and just learn the game a little bit. I kind of rushed through things, right? And then because I didn't get Haru, and I was kind of every day I was doing my dailies, but I wasn't really pushing through content like I should have, I stopped for a little bit. And then the month after that, that's when Tess came out, right? The support character with the huge boobs, right? I saw her and I'm just like, oh, that's when even like Snowbreak community and people that kind of watch Snowbreak from afar realized that, okay, this game is going the fan service route. And likely due to the fact that with like when Snowbreak started, it had its issues. I wasn't too familiar with those issues, but for me, right, I just knew it wasn't enough for me to invest in. And for a lot of people that played the game, it wasn't doing so well. And there were a lot of things that they needed to improve on, and everything was kind of lackluster. So when they started adding the sexier characters, the more fan servicey characters and fan servicey skins, that's when people started coming, not necessarily in droves, but they're like, okay, fine, I'll give this a shot since it seems like they're going that route. And simply because of that, people that were into the game or maybe want to come back gave it another try because they kind of went the fan service route. So I said, you know what, let me lock in with this game and let me actually take it serious. So I played through the story. I was leveling up guns. I was figuring out what guns to get for which character, how to use personal files, and how to get shards for my characters. What should I build on the character, right? What stats are good? And once I figured it out, slowly but surely, I had enough gems to get, gosh, I don't think the word is gems, but I had enough currency to get Tess, and I ended up getting some lucky pulls on her from just basically free to play, right? And, I played Tess. She was pretty cool. I had Life, Wild Hunt. I had some 4-star characters. I had Finny. Later on, I got her 5-star version for Finny. I got Cheching as well. Like I started getting characters, and I started figuring out how the game is played. And I will say this, once I got to like, because there was like an event going on, I don't know if they still do this, but it was like if you are a certain level, you get double the experience. Once I got to like level, I think 40, that's when I'm like, okay, I really like this game, right? Because again, it reminded me of looter shooters, and I really appreciated the test event for what it did. A lot of people talked about the open world map that they used to have. I think I can't remember if I played it or not. I don't think I did. I just can't remember. But I remember playing the test event and being like, man, they really need to add like a tower defense, or like not necessarily tower defense, but like a wave of enemies type of gameplay. And they've added like single player Paradoxical Labyrinth, which is a little bit different. It's like Abyss Floor in your like typical gacha games, right? It's basically each round you survive and you get certain buffs, and each buff helps you get through the next boss or wave of enemies. Right now, I'm currently playing the newest patch with Etchel, right? And currently, as you can see from the gameplay footage, I'm playing a basically, shoot, I forget the name of this mode. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know because I'm blanking. But essentially, you face a wave of enemies. And I really enjoy this game mode for the simple fact that it reminds me of a typical looter shooter. You and 2 other people go through a wave of, I think it's 10 rounds, normal, and there's a hard version, and you have to survive. So you actually get to test your character's limit and what you've built on them in this game mode. So it's pretty fun in that sense, right? And it's basically, in a sense, like a tower defense, or like a just a defense anyway. You have to make sure the wave of enemies don't make it to the other end of the map, or else the whatever you're protecting will take damage. So in that sense, it was super fun. And I like co-op stuff like this in this game, especially the regular co-op where it's you and 2 other people, and you kind of traverse around the map and eventually kill enemies and then defeat the boss together. I think if they can keep expanding on this kind of mode right here that I'm playing, I think this game will be in a very good spot. And if they do more co-op stuff, like maybe even with open world, they do co-op stuff for open world, maybe make the maps bigger, who knows, right? And maybe actually give incentive rewards for, hey, if you survive 5 waves, you get a reward. If you survive 10 waves, you get like 3 single pulls. If you survive 15 waves, you get 5 single pulls. If you somehow get to 20, you get like, I don't know, another 5, making it well over 10 pulls, right? I think that would be a great initiative. Plus, it's fun to play. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So a couple points. I want to back up. The Katya patch. Favorite patch, not only that, Katya, one of my favorite characters in this game. Katya, I think, like, she had the femme fatale look. She kind of has the, a lot of people will call it like the One-san look. Basically, she's got the mature look in this game, right? And I fuck with that a lot. I prefer that look, like, regardless. I tell you what, I'll tell you some of my favorite characters in the game. Haru, Katya, Cheching, Life, Finny. Actually, a lot of them, honestly. And this is like strictly based off of like looks, but gameplay wise, Haru is probably my favorite gameplay wise, even though you don't want to use her in certain situations, especially like solo boss battles. And then I'd say Katya's pretty fun. I like Life, even though it might be a little rough playing her. I'm building her up right now, but yeah, those are some of the people I like to play. Like currently right now I'm level 70. My power for like my combat power for, let's say, Haru is around 1200, so pretty high up there. And yeah, it's super fun. The Katya update was great. That was a fun little update. All the skins were, the Katya skin I immediately bought. I did not hesitate once for the Katya skin. The Haru skin I bought, which I'm wearing right now in this run. I bought the, funny enough, I bought the what was the skin for Marion Swift. I bought that skin even though I don't have her, but when I get her, I'm putting that skin on immediately. I couldn't let it go because I thought I liked the whole like kind of like drape over the boob and all that stuff. So yeah, overall the gameplay is fun, and I really want to point something out. So this patch for Etchel, a lot of players, and I think mostly Chinese players, I don't think they really listen to EN players, but a lot of players had the same sentiment of, hey, Etchel is kind of underwhelming. Not only that, but hey, please fix the Finny skin and also the Life Wild Hunt skin. Because right now in this patch, Finny, she's got like this skin where she's wearing like double like spats or like double underwear, and it looks kind of weird. And then they advertised Life in the trailer for Life skin. They show like her in like short shorts, right? And she looks good, but when you see it in game, it's nothing like how it was in the trailer. So people are like, please fix that too. So they responded and they were like, hey, we're gonna look into everything you guys said and fixed it. And I really appreciate that, because they did the same thing for Katya. When she was underwhelming, they made some adjustments, and the responsiveness of the devs, I think, is what's going to keep this game alive. Because I'm gonna be honest, there's so many gacha games coming out. Wuthering Waves, what is it, Starseed, and even in the next couple years, there's another game that is coming out that's kind of a looter shooter as well. It copied a lot of its moveset from Warframe. Actually, let me look it up, because now I'm curious. Because it's gonna bother me if I don't say the name of it. Hang on. Shoot. Can I find this? Let's see. I'm not gonna be able to find it. It's just like an early trailer, but it's nothing too crazy. But it's similar to Snowbreak. So the reason I say this is because right now Snowbreak is making well over $1 million a month, which is very good from what they were making previously. I believe they were making like a couple 100,000, right? So they really have come up, and if they keep the consistency with the skins and making the gameplay better, I think this game will have a shelf life of another 3 to 4 years, right? And if it gets even better, even longer than that. So some things I want to add as kind of like my final thoughts for playing this game as long as I have. I'm currently level 70. So that gives you an idea of where I'm at in this game. I haven't finished the story, but just because I haven't been playing it, I've just been doing like other stuff, but I'm going to finish it. Couple of suggestions. The in-game models for the characters, I still think they need a bit more improvement. They kind of look plasticky almost, and I don't know, maybe that's asking for too much, but if possible, I would think that would be a great thing to have. Number 2, keep adding on more things in regards to co-op. If devs do decide to do open world, make open world co-op, and make events like this co-op defense mode like more of a thing. Keep improving on gameplay and mechanics for characters. Keep it up with the the operative designs, and make them similar to like Haru, Finny, Katya, just to collect in extra money. Because I mean, this game, people make fun of this game. Well, they don't make fun of it, but they literally call it Nikkei Containment Zone, because it's like the 3D version of Nikkei, right? Where you just get to run around and shoot stuff, right? So keep it up with the character designs. Keep up the fan service skins. People are loving it, honestly. And maybe this is asking for a lot, but maybe some parkour elements in the game. Maybe like grappling hook, or maybe you can kind of run on walls. Maybe that's asking for too much, but I feel like if they could expand on the movement and even shooting while you're like moving around or like jumping around, you know what I mean? Like grappling, or maybe run up a wall or something you can shoot. Like, I think doing that would make it even more dynamic and fun. And you know, those are just some of my honest thoughts about this game. The rates I think could be slightly better, but you know, it's they match it more with like other games, right? So you're not gonna get anything too crazy. I forget the rate, but I think it's at 1.8. I know it's not 2%, but just you know, make sure it's not super pay to win, or not pay to win, excuse me. Make sure the rates just aren't crazy. And then, gosh, what else? Yeah, I think those are really my suggestions for this game. My biggest thing would definitely be like in-game model changes. I think that would be the biggest thing that they could do. And I know they do a dorm system, but maybe they'd even add like, and I don't know how players would feel, but like live 2D interaction with certain skins. I don't know. That's just a suggestion because I know those sell well in other games like Azur Lane and stuff. But yeah, that would be my opinion on this game. Let me know what you guys think. I might be doing videos on the channel for this game. I play it casually, but I played it enough to the point where I can get through a lot of the content. For really hard content, like very hard, I'm not quite there yet, so I'm gonna grind to make sure I have characters to where I can get through all the content, even if it's really hard. So that's kind of where I'm at now in Snowbreak Containment Zone. Again, Katya update was great, Haru update was great, Tess update was great, Etchel update was meh, but the fact that they've responded so quickly, I think this patch is also going to be great as well. Yeah, man, let me know what you guys think of Snowbreak Containment Zone. Have you played it? Do you like it? I'd be really curious to hear what you guys think in the comments. Later.